Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. This is part 2 of our gaming tutorial on how to make a game in Python. We are working on our dungeon game, and last time what we did was we created a screen. We started off the project. We made a screen, we made the player and all of the doors that you can go through. We made our chance 1, chance 2, chance 3 variables, which I'll go to in a sec because it's something I want to talk about. And we also made our movements for the player, yeah, and we binding them on to the arrow keys. Also, one thing I want to talk about is that off screen, just to make it a little simpler, I made it so that every time the player is done his um his like command, like with right or something, he goes back to his start position. Yeah, I just want to tell you that. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So we're just going to test it out. Here we go. This you see our three doors, our screen. We have a title, don't know yet, and our player. So if you press the left arrow key, so you go to the blue door and then back. You haven't seen that last episode because I made some improvements of camera. If you press the up key, goes to the green door. If you press the right key, goes to the yellow door. So that's what we did, and yeah, that's basically where we ended off. So what I wanted to talk about the chance one, chance two, chance three. Um, I found out that like they wouldn't really work, I guess. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. If you're really excited about it, I don't know. So like you just have to delete them. Sorry about that. And instead, the variable is going to be called chance. Now, chance is a variable. Now, if you remember from last episode at the start, I told you about random and how that works. So remember the last function called random dot rand int. If you don't remember, random will has a little like not ability, more like a function called randint, which means random integer, and it will choose a random integer from our starting value to our ending variable, which will be 1 and 3. Then for our test, we're going to create a variable called score, that'll be 0, and also a variable called turns, which will be 9. So you can put that down just now. Now, every time you touch a door, nothing will happen. You just go back to the start, and that's basically it. So what we want to do is, oh, sorry about that. Jeez. What we want to do is you see turns. So what we want to do is at the start of each of these, we want to do if turns is greater than 0. Okay, we want to do that. Then you just want to forward this with the key of the two arrows facing different directions. So boop, there we go. If you didn't know that, that's how you do it. And again here, if turns is greater than 0, do that again. Boop. And last one, turns is greater than 0 and boop. There we go. So, and also what we want to do is you want to go here and put turns minus equals 1. If you forgot what minus equals means, it's literally turns equals turns minus 1, but this is just an easier way of putting it. And you want to put this at the end of all of these. Here we go. Here we go. So basically what this does is that if you press each of these keys, yeah, one of them, as long as turns is greater than 0, it will do this command, yeah, and then at the end it will take away one of itself, so it'll be 8, and then it will do this until it becomes like -1, therefore it wouldn't work, so it's 10 turns. Okay, so if you run it, there we go. You press the left arrow, Alright, what now? Oh, sorry about that. I forgot about something very important. If you use a variable inside a function, first of all, you have to make that variable global. This is so that you can make that variable usable in the code. Now we also want to do global score because we want to use score in the movement. So you just have to do global turns. If global isn't orange, it's probably a typo, but it's fine. Also remember no caps in like these, like if it has to be colored like for in range, no caps. Remember that. Also global score. Last but not least, global turns, global score. So I got one thing wrong. That's like 49 more to go. So if you press the left arrow key, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and at nine, and I wonder why. Hmm. Maybe just change turns to 10 instead of this to double equal sign. I think that's my problem. There we go. Maybe that'll fix it. Now let's see if this works. Ah, what? Oh, right. Instead of equals again, we have to do if turns doesn't equal. Doesn't equal is exclamation mark equals. I'm so sloppy today. I'm really sorry. Uh, long time since I last coded. A few days. Mine's kind of rusty. So it should be exclamation mark equals. Please work this time. I don't want to make a fool of myself anymore. There we go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. See, on 10, I'm literally spamming the keys. Nothing's happening. That is good. That means that it can't go on forever. Now, you see, this happens because turns will eventually reach 0. So, uh, it will be 0, so you can't do it. Understood? Okay, good. So, now what we want to do, remember score. So what we want to do is the function if p dot distance to the right. Which one is right? I forgot. Um, D3 is less than 20. Okay, now what this means is that P, we know the player. Now distance is its distance between anything in the bracket, so D3, and this has to be another turtle name. And if it's less than 20 pixels, basically touching. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do another if chance equals 3. Now remember chance here. So if at the start of every run, yeah, it'll choose a random number between 1 and 3. So if you're touching now, if that number's 3 and you touch the yellow door here, D3, something will happen. It'll be score plus equals 10, and you print the score. Now we don't really need to print score in the main program. We have to just do it now so that to test if it works. So that's basically it. That is how it works. So if you want to recap, if P is touching D3 and chance equals 3, score go up by 10 and it will print the score. I will do the same for up. There we go, except it's D2 and chance equals 2. And here it's D1 and chance equals 1. Now, please don't let there be any errors. That's just my dog, don't worry. Left key It's not. Right key it is. Now see the up key doesn't work, but the right key, the yellow door, it does give you a score. So you can just keep on touching it and until you reach the cap. You see the cap, I'm literally spamming it, boom. So you see every time you touch a yellow door, because chance equals 3, I presume, yeah, D3 is, yeah, every time chance is 3 and touch a yellow door, although it takes away a turn, you get 10 points. Now that in itself is a very simple game, not gonna lie, it's very, very simple. And, that's not the kind of game you want. So my idea is that, you remember with the yellow door, how you touch, you get 10 points? Well, we're going to do that, but not with points. We're going to change it to a different kind of game. And that will be a shooter game where a monster chases you around and you have to try and shoot it. I know it's very complicated, but I promise you at the end of this, it will work. So what we want to do is you want to create a new player called P2. It's not player 2, it's just a second model of it's a second like version of our play character that's gonna be in our the shooter game. So you want to do that. P2 dot shape will be a square. Now I'll come back to shape in a second because there's something about it. P2 color will be red. P2 shape size 2 to 4 and P2 dot pen up. I forgot to do the dot here. I know. There we go. So now if you run it, this is a slightly bigger square. Now remember, as I said, come back to the shape. Well, basically in Turtle, you can actually make your own shapes and bind them onto your player or your turtle. Now the way it works is uh, you basically is with coordinates. So let me just run it again. So you see on the this is like a turtle, where all the turtles are. Well, Y goes along the top to the bottom forever, and X goes along the cross. So just a big cross in the middle, and this is 0, 0. Yeah. Okay, good. So basically, you have to use coordinates to kind of pinpoint what kind of shape, where the shape you want to go, and the turtle will like automatically join those lines in the order that you put those coordinates in. So we're gonna create a square that's kind of holding out a gun. It looks like, it might look a bit weird, but trust me, man. Like it is a gun. It is a gun. So I'm gonna call this P2 shape. Now it's very complicated. It's very long, and I'm gonna spare you the time by because I actually got a Word document and I got the coordinates here after testing for a while. So all I have to do is like just copy and then just paste it. There we go, boom. And these are coordinates. There's 15 minus 15, 15, 15, so on and so forth. Also, there's one thing I want to talk to you about, and it's because on each coordinate, yeah, is usually x and y, but here, for some reason, it's yx. You should remember that, yx. I put a description, I put uh like the coordinate and the description of the reminder of y and x swapped, and I don't know why, but it's just very weird. I tried making shape light a long time ago, and maybe just a few months ago when I was trying to make a game, and I did not know about the yx swap, the xy swap, sorry. And when I found out, I was really pissed because it took me like half an hour just to make like um I don't know, some weird triangle thing. So yeah, you can just copy and paste off the description, it's fine. So now what we want to do is we want to do t dot register shape. And as the name implies, t dot register shape means it registers a shape. So we want the name of the shape, which will be p2 shape, and that'll be what we put in the between these colons, yeah. And then we want to put, usually here you put the coordinates, and we can do that, but we've already got the variable, so we just have to do p2 shape. There we go. Now it's registered, and we can just put that here, p2 shape. Now if you run it, there we go. This is our character, p2, player 2. You see he's holding out a gun. It doesn't look weird, by the way. If you think it's weird, you're a perv. That's all I can say. So that's our character. Now we have to create the enemy. I don't know, you could just call it um, Shrekky Boy or something. And it's gonna be called E for enemy. Simplicity. Because you don't want to call it Shrek, you just want to call it E. What, the capital letter here? No, I'm messing up today, I wonder why. T.turtle, E.shape, it will be a circle. E.color, it will be dark. Actually, not. Yeah, fine, dark green. Come on. Sorry about that. E dot shape size. Now you want it to be bigger because it's a Shrek boy. So it's probably going to be like 664. And E dot pen up. Let's see how it looks like. If it's bigger, that's good. If it's too big, we'll just decrease it. Oh man, that's huge. It's a bit too big, not gonna lie. How does a 5 feel like? Yeah, 5 is alright. You see, it has to be quite big and slow. And then we also want to do E speed. It'll probably just be like a regular 3 because slow is good. And then finally, what's a gun without a bullet? Just a piece of metal. So we're just going to create the bullet. Uh, Bulletto, I call it. And it's going to be just called B for the turtle name. Forgot the full stop again. Jeez. I'm really clumsy today. I'm sorry. So P dot shape is going to be a triangle. Have you ever seen a square billet? Don't think so. B dot color is going to be indigo because I feel special today. You just, by the way, all these colors, it could be whatever you want. I don't care. Okay, okay. Got out of the way. All right, good. Now B dot shape is probably going to be a one, and a 2 for sharpness. And no, not shape. Jeez, man. Size. There we go. And then B dot pen up. Let's see what it looks like and how big it is. How interesting. It's not there. Wait, let me just hide E. Oh yeah, because I put it before. Alright, sorry. E dot hide turtle. Just do that to check. Yeah, that looks good. That's our bullet. Yeah. Now we just all you have to do is just hide them for now because we don't want to see that just yet. Okay, so that's gonna be the end of the video. If you want a recap of what we did, we uh we changed our chance 1, chance 2, chance 3, choose chance, and we set it to a random value between 1 and 3. We created our score and our turns, and we made it so that every time you do a move, it will -1 a turn um until it reaches 0, will stop, and also if you touch a door and it's the correct chance, it will go up. The score will go up by 10. That's for each one. And we also made our new characters, which will be displayed in the next episode. Here is what our game looks like. Hide turtle. Wait, what? Okay, where? I'm stupid. Beat hide turtle. Sorry. Okay, what? I'm so clumsy. Jesus. Uh, there we go. And that must be it. You see, they hide because of hide turtle HD. If you press left key, goes there. That's -1, -2 turns. There you go. You see here it goes 10, 20, 30, 40. It goes on and on and on. So that's today's episode. Sorry we've been clumsy, and I'll try to make this a daily upload. Um, I don't know if as fast as I can because why not? Please subscribe, smash like. Please, please, if you didn't hear from last episode, put the name of our game in the description below. Any ideas, I will look at them and I will choose the best one because I have no idea what to call it. Okay, you guys are creative. This is your game. I'm just a tutorial guy. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.